Good morning. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Aubrey Nowicki, and this is A Dose of Positive. And today's quote is, "You must begin to think of yourself as becoming the person you want to be." And today we're going to be focusing on the power of positive self-talk, which is one of my favorite topics, and it is so powerful. It's life-changing, all right? So we're going to jump straight into it. So really, to master the power of positive self-talk, or self-talk in general, is really, first step is becoming more self-aware, right? Self-aware of your own thought process, your own speech patterns in particular, okay? And finding ways that work for you to help change your mindset should you find yourself becoming a little bit negative. So it's just a reality that all day, throughout the day, we have this mental chatter going on in our head. And oftentimes it's easy for these things, even if it's raining outside, you've got certain situations with your coworkers, to become a little bit negative, okay, a little bit more bogged down. So you need to tune into your own thought process so that you can change that. And I was researching online to find a couple tips and tricks on how to address that. And some people actually wear a rubber band on their wrist or maybe a hair tie. And every time they find themselves becoming a little bit negative, they actually pop the band, right? It kind of conditions them to change their mindset. I prefer something a little bit more humane. And another one that I found was literally speaking and saying stop whenever you find yourself becoming a little bit negative. And I think that's something closer to what I do on a daily basis. My actual practice or pattern is, if I say something negative, let's say I'm in the elevator, it's the start of the day at work, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy to be here, or not happy to be here, rather. I will quickly, even though it's a little bit sarcastic, just changing my speech pattern actually makes me feel better. So when I say I don't want to be here, I change it and I say, you know what? I am so happy to be here. I am blessed to have a job right now. I am excited to work at this company. I am excited to seize the day. You know, and even though I might be a little bit over the top, a little bit dramatic, just those words in and of itself, my posture changes. And that's very key as well, okay? So in order to really change your thought process, really what I feel, beyond becoming more self-aware, the next step is actually changing your vocabulary, getting rid of certain words, in particular can't, but, that's normally followed by some sort of excuse, failure, and the list goes on and on. There's so many different words. Can't, I think, is the biggest roadblock, because when you actually speak those words, you do build mental roadblocks in your brain that prevent you from achieving something that you are more than capable of achieving simply by the way that you speak. It's crazy. I know it is, but it's very true. So here is the challenge that I want to give you guys today is, in concluding this video, I want you guys to come up with your own self-affirmation. So this is something that you speak to yourself on a daily basis. And what I recommend is actually waking up in the morning and saying this affirmation, and going to bed at night and saying this affirmation. And the reason for that is you start your day right, and you also end your day right. So in your subconscious, when you sleep, you're actually meditating and focusing on what you just spoken about, right? Whatever that affirmation is for you. So there's a great website that goes through step by step on how to put together your own affirmation. So I'm going to leave that in the links below. But in short, your affirmation needs to be something that addresses yourself. So it needs to be I, all right, first person, I, or you can use your name. It needs to be positive, okay? And they often encourage you to have some sort of emotional word also built into your affirmation. And becoming personally attached to your affirmation on an emotional level, your goals in general, is so important. I'm going to do a video on that. You need to be emotional and passionate about your goals, okay? And about life in general. The other thing about your affirmation, it needs to be in the present tense, okay? So your mind, your subconscious really can't discern, you know, truth from something that's false. So saying I am a millionaire, I am a winner, right? Right before you go on the field, like playing a sport as an example, you haven't won the game yet, but you're conditioning your mind to reflect on that, to feel as if you are already where you want to be, right? You've already become what you want to be. And so your mind actually comes up with ways to make that happen. Pathways in your brain, new thought process, things that you wouldn't have thought of had you not spoke positively about that, and spoke that into existence in your life, okay? So I know that's a very abstract thought, but it's very true, and I challenge you guys to try that for yourself, you know? So the analogy that I gave was great, because everyone can relate to that. Before you go out and perform or before you go and do a sport, it's not uncommon for you guys to get in a huddle and give each other a pep talk and say, we're the best, we got this, we've been working hard all season, we're champions, it's in the bag. You need to take that same positive self-talk and apply it to your own life, right? And how amazing will your self-image become if that's something that's built into your daily routine? Incredible, right? Absolutely incredible, and you're worth it. So hopefully this helps you guys. Hopefully this inspires you. Please stay tuned for future videos. And if you did like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe to the channel, because there will be a lot more content coming your way. And as I said, comment, also leave a comment in the description or below the description, and let me know what you do on a daily basis to keep yourself positive, and also your own self-affirmation. If you guys come up with one, I'd love to hear what your affirmation is. So with that, have a blessed day and talk to you soon.